Hi guys, and welcome to today's practice. I've called this one morning movement, but really it could be done at any part of the day. It's just perfect for beginning to get the body moving, whether you've been sat all day or it's straight in the morning. Just a few little wriggles, like 10-15 minutes to wake the body up. We're going to start in child's pose. So bring yourself to a knelt position, take the knees nice and wide, connect the big toes, and then slowly begin to slide the arms forwards, reaching the fingertips towards the end of your mat. So we can release the head to the floor, or it might stay hanging, it might come to rest down onto a block if that's more comfortable for you. I'm going to take child's pose as a place to begin to tune into the breath. So begin to notice the breath moving in and out of the body. Maybe take a couple of really nice long breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'll take two more of those. And out through the mouth. One more in your own time. Nice long breath in through the nose. Maybe really sighing it out through the mouth. Take a couple more of those with a sigh or a groan if you need to. Or maybe we begin to tune in now to a breath in and out through the nose. And instead begin to focus on where we can feel the breath within the body. So maybe becoming a little bit more aware of the breath moving in and out through the rib cage. Maybe feeling that sideways swell of the rib cage towards the inner thighs as the chest draws down towards the ground. Maybe becoming a little bit more of that wave of breath between the shoulder blades. Feeling that expansion of the upper back as you breathe in. And wherever you're feeling the breath, really tune into it. And let it be the main focus of your mind right now. So any other little sounds, any little distractions, let them go on their own way. And keeping the length that you've currently got within your spine, keeping your breath long as well. Begin to walk your hands over to the right hand side of your mat. Maybe letting the right hand creep off slightly. And if it feels okay, we might let the left hand come to rest on top of it. Finding that little curve down the left hand side of your body and really breathe into it. Feel that expansion of the left side of the rib cage in each inhale. And slowly walking your hands all the way back to center. Again, extend the arms out in front. And then from here we'll begin to walk them over to the left hand side, maybe letting the right hand come to rest on top of the left this time. And again, really breathe into the right hand side of the body. Just feel the ribs sliding away from one another as we get a little bit more length down that right hand side. Then walking the hands all the way back to center, extend them out in front. Take one final breath here, nice and long in our child's pose. And slowly pressing into the hands, roll yourself all the way up towards hands and knees. Take your time to stack the knees underneath the hips. To pop the hands underneath the shoulders and really spread those fingers as much as you can. From here we're going to begin to draw some circles with the body, so maybe we start with some little hip circles
Just swirling the body around. Make sure you go in both directions. And then maybe we begin to find a figure of 8. So we get a little bit more into the upper body as well. Again, take those figures of 8 back in the opposite direction. And you can stay here, or if you want to get super fluid, then just begin to move the body here. So find those areas that you know you might be holding that little bit more tension in. And begin to move into them. Maybe the elbows bend. We wriggle the shoulders around. Find some nice juicy side bends. Just make sure you're taking the body in as many different directions as you can, and we'll take 2 more breaths here. Slowly bringing yourself all the way back to center. From here, again, spread the hands wide. They've probably wriggled around a bit. From here, tuck the toes under, let the knees lift, and we'll press it all the way back to downward facing dog. So feet are hip distance apart. Knees are soft. And maybe we begin to find a little bit of a pedal of the feet here. So drawing one heel down towards the ground, followed by the other. Maybe a little bit of a nod or a shake of the head. But really grounding down into those hands. On your next inhale, we're going to wave right up onto the tiptoes. Roll the body forwards to our plank position. And then bend into the knees to press it all the way back to downward facing dog. We'll find 2 more of those. So rolling right up onto the tiptoes, wave the body forwards. Then bend into the knees to bring it all the way back to downward facing dog. One more time, roll the body forwards. And then bend into the knees to press it all the way back. From here, slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your knees, finding your way to box position. Again, stack the hands underneath the shoulders, and from here we're going to extend the right leg out behind us, taking a little lift of the leg. Bend that right knee and begin to draw some circles with that right leg. So beginning to find some circles into our right hip. You can stay here, or again, if you want to become a little bit more fluid, but play around with where we can take that knee. So maybe it crosses over the back of that left leg, maybe it scoops underneath the body over towards the left hand side, might lift up and round. Again, begin to get a little bit more fluid. Find that space. Might always move your head around, your shoulders. Play around with taking the leg in opposite directions. We'll take 1 more breath. Then bring yourself all the way to neutral. Extend that leg out for a moment. Point into the toes. And then we're going to step the right foot forwards between the hands. Spider the fingertips. Really root that right foot down towards the floor. Then sweeping the arms forwards and up. Reach them all the way to the ceiling. Really reach into those fingertips, draw them high. Sweep the arms around behind you, clasp the hands together, squeeze the shoulder blades. And press the hands down, maybe slightly finding an ever so slight back bend. And from here begin to fold the chest down over the top of that right thigh. Try not to dump all the weight into your right tiptoes. And then press the hands back up away from you to lift all the way up. As you inhale, sweep the arms high. Press the hands together. And from here, bend into the elbows to draw the thumbs all the way down to the back of your shoulders. They might not make it there. Press the palms towards each other. Draw those elbows high. Reach the arms all the way back up. Put the fingertips down either side of that right foot. Left fingertips or hand to the floor. Right arm sweeps forwards and up, and we're going to take that rotation of the arm towards the ceiling. Gaze can follow the fingertips if that feels okay. Then we're going to take some full rotations of the arm here. So begin to reach the right fingertips behind you. Slide them down to the outside of the right leg. Sweep it all the way back forwards and up towards the ceiling. Do that 2 more times. So reaching the arm behind. Sliding it back past, reaching it all the way back up. Final time, reach the arm round behind you. Slide it back past and then reach it all the way back up. Hold here for a moment, really engage into the body. And then float that right hand all the way back down towards the floor. Step the right leg back towards our box position. And from here we're going to tuck the toes under, knees are going to lift, and we'll press it all the way back to downward facing dog. Again, we're going to find those 3 waves towards our plank position. So as you inhale next, roll up onto the tiptoes, wave the body forwards towards our plank position. Bend into the knees and press it all the way back to downward facing dog. 2 more times, wave the body forwards. Bend into the knees and press it all the way back. Final time, wave the body forwards. Bend into the knees and press it all the way back. Hold here for a breath. And then pop the knees all the way down to the ground, finding your way through to our box position. So again, we're going to find that movement into the hips. So keep the hands nice and strong to the ground. Left leg reaches away from us. Bend into the left knee and begin to circle the leg out towards the side. So starting here, just beginning to find those little circles of the leg. Then maybe we begin to get a little bit more fluid. Maybe the leg crosses over the back. Maybe we draw it under and we take that little twist. However the leg wants to move, have a little play around. Move the rest of your body. Notice where we're feeling any tension. Tune again into your breath. Take that knee as round as much as you can. We'll take 1 more breath. And then find your way to stillness. Extend that leg away from you. Toes point away. Then slowly bending that left knee underneath the body. Step the left foot forwards between the hands. Spider the fingers. Chest draws forward slightly. As we inhale, slide the arms forwards and up. Reach into those fingertips. Really reach high. And then slide the arms behind you, clasp the hands together, squeeze the shoulder blades, and we'll fold the chest down over the top of that left leg. So really press down into the left heel, try not to grip with the left toes. Then pressing the hands up away from you to slide your way all the way back up. Release the arms, slide them towards the ceiling, reach into the fingertips, palms pressed together. And from here begin to bend the elbows, maybe drawing those thumbs down towards the back of the shoulders. Keep pressing the palms together, maybe the chest lifts slightly.
Then inhale to reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, pop the hands down either side of that front foot. Right fingertips or hand to the floor. Left arm sweeps forwards and up, and we take that rotation towards the ceiling. And keeping that rotation of the arm, reach the left arm behind you, down to the outside of the leg. Sweep it all the way back round and up towards the ceiling. Again, 2 more full rotations, so sliding behind, grazing the edge of the thigh and coming all the way back up. Final time, reaching behind, sliding it down, and then bringing it all the way back up. Fingertips reach towards the ceiling, maybe the gaze turns as well. And then popping the hand all the way down to the ground. Step the leg all the way back to our box position. And this time we'll take the knees nice and wide, connect the big toes and press the bottom back towards the heels, arms reach out in front, finding our way back to child's pose. Let the forearms come down to rest onto the floor. Again, bring the palms to touch. And then begin to bend the elbows again, bringing the thumbs towards the back of the head or towards the back of the shoulders. And try and release the chest as much as you can. Breathe into the body. We'll take one more breath here. Extending the arms all the way back out again. And sliding the hands back towards the knees till you come to be briefly knelt, and we'll take a little roll to one side and bring ourselves all the way down to a seated position. So find your way to a comfortable seat. Let one hand come to rest onto your heart and the other one onto your belly. Soften the muscles of the belly. Maybe let your eyes close. And begin to tune into the breath. Notice the movement of the chest beneath your hands. And we'll take just a couple more breaths here, tuning into the body. And then let both hands come to rest on top of the heart. So one hand on top of the other. And take a moment to really tune into that center of your body, that beat of your heart. And blinking your eyes open, bringing your palms together into a prayer position. Taking a bow to close our practice. Thank you for practicing with me this morning.